Hello, welcome to Leadership in the Line of Fire. I'm Brad Hauck, your guide on this leadership journey. Today's episode is First Turnout, from fire scenes to business dreams. Just as a firefighter's first turnout is a defining moment, this episode will set the stage for our exploration of leadership through a firefighter's lens. In future episodes, I'll dive deep into the parallels between the world of firefighting and the dynamic realms of business. So whether you're a seasoned leader or you're just starting out on your journey, there are some insights here that you can ignite your leadership potential. So let's get started. So why firefighting and leadership? Well, I spent 18 years and many hundreds of hours as a crew leader and officer in the Royal Fire Service. And during that time, I have spent hours and hours working with people to complete tasks such as putting out fires, working on floods, and thousands of other things. Over those years, I've learned so much from the leaders around me. And what I've learned from those people has shaped me as a person. I'm not the best leader around. I'll admit that in a heartbeat. But I have learned from some of the best. And what I hope to bring you in this podcast and in future episodes is some of the lessons that I've learned and that I try to apply in my life and also in my business. Over the years, I transposed my life. I've been through multiple jobs along the way, from electronics technician with a telecommunications company to a teacher to being in business for myself. And being in business for myself, started out a search engine optimization company, which is in a world that rapidly changes. As you can understand, Google changes the rules all the time. So the skills that I learned on the fire ground where things rapidly change were applicable to my business life. And so I saw these constant parallels between what I was seeing on fires and what was happening in my business and to other people's businesses around me. And I was able to take those skills and the leadership skills that I learned and apply them in my business to grow myself a very good business and a great lifestyle. Over the years, I built a multi-million-dollar business using those leadership skills and helping other people to succeed. So there was obviously a moment in time where I realized these things were happening, that what I was seeing on the fire ground was actually totally applicable within the business realms. For me, I was sitting in a course on incident management, funnily enough, and I started to realize that how we built up incidents on the fire ground, starting out with, say, just a single crew, to having an incident controller and growing those things up so multiple crews working on fire, actually fitted perfectly with people growing their businesses. And because my business was SEO, which is about helping people grow their businesses online, I started to realize that how we grew and how we applied the leadership steps really did apply so well within business. The other thing that being a firefighter prepared me for was the constantly changing environment around me. On the fire ground, things change really, really quickly. So 1 minute the wind can be blowing from this direction and the next minute it can switch from this direction. And that changes everything on a fire. It doesn't just change it a little bit either. It can be the difference between losing and winning the battle within the next hour and maybe having a follow that could go for days and days and days. So all of this preparation for change, all this training and all this actual fireground experience I was really came in handy when the online world changed the rules like this, and suddenly what worked here now didn't work the next day. There's nothing worse than that. It's pretty very annoying. But the fact of the matter is business is a constantly changing environment, and it's changing more rapidly as we go forward. So being a leader in that environment is extremely tough. But I hope that I can bring some of the skills that I've learned as a firefighter to the fore and help you succeed in your business. So what's the significance of agile leadership in today's changing world for me? I suppose whether I'm heading into a business meeting or a fire, I expect change. I've learned that things change quickly and that I must be prepared for that. My work in digital marketing and speaking at conferences mean that I can expect things to change every day. No 2 days of my life are the same. My time in the fire service as a volunteer has taught me that change is okay. And that if I'm trained and I'm ready for it, I can lead my team to win. And that's important in business as well. I've also learned that I only have two options: win or win. That's it. It's not win or learn. We learn anyway. It's win or win. Becoming an agile leader has helped me to evolve, grow, and help other people become better leaders as well. In business, it's meant growing my company quickly to over 6 figures in a field that never stays the same for more than 3 days. I suppose that brings me to the point, what can you expect from this podcast series? Here are some of the upcoming episodes and topics: quick thinking and rapid change, adapting leadership in real time, leading through unexpected shifts, reading and reacting to fast-changing environments, firefighter tactics for agile decision-making, strategic moves in dynamic scenarios, and keeping cool and agile amidst sudden changes. I'm hoping this podcast will help you see a different way to look at your leadership, to learn how to apply the firefighting skills in your life, and also how you can become a more agile leader who adapts quickly to change and easily copes with. I encourage you to share your own leadership challenges and insights after you listen to the podcast, and I'll invite feedbacks on the topics that I'm covering or the topics that you'd love to hear in the future.